So one of the things that I think you can help me on is I don't think I actually realized that the search party that was going to the lower floors might actually be the girls that worked at the cafe. Let me know in the comments down below. Is the search party the girl with the eye patch, the Neko cat girl? Are those the 4 girls that work at the cafe with Ryu? Let me know down in the comments below, because I actually thought that that party was the party of one of the blacksmiths that are in the adventurer party. I thought they went out, but it seems that I might be a little confused there. And to avoid having to go back and watch a bunch of episodes, help me out here. All right, so let's talk about episode number 6. So I actually really like this episode, and you guys know I hate flashbacks. And if you don't know, I'm telling you right now that I am not a fan of flashbacks. Now, regardless, I think this episode really did set the tone in a couple of different facets, very importantly. And I think the couple of places that it really did was it showed us the flashback of Ryu. And the reason that it showed us that was to really instill in us that her sense of justice at some point in life was really high, right? Before the demise of the Estrella family, before shit hit the fan, like, her sense of justice was really high, and she wanted to, like, you know, be a superhero, like, go on and wear a cape and save people, you know, a crusader. And the reason that was important is that later came back later on where she was remembering something that one of her party members told her as far as, like, you know, sacrificing yourself or having to make a really hard decision to where you can't save everybody. And that's now come full circle, because as Ryu is looking at Bell, she's thinking of, like, okay, how can I leave him in a place? She's basically prepared for death, but she's like, how can I leave him in a place to where he'll be able to survive and learn from this and, you know, all this other stuff. Now, the one kink in her armor, the one kink in her plan is the fact that Bell's not going to let that happen. Like, her sense of justice may have been very high in life before, but our man Bell is a hero. He didn't think about going and, you know, being some vigilante. He was like, I'm the hero of the story. You know, that might be subconscious. He might not say it out loud, but that's the thing, is like, he's like a hero. And the abilities and the skills that he's obtained has led him down that path of, like, he is the hero. So he's not going to allow Ryu to just simply sacrifice herself if he can help it. And the second thing that she's not thinking of is Bell will sacrifice himself first before he allows, even if she's, like, you know, torn from limbs, if she can survive, he will still sacrifice himself for her. So I thought that was just a very important call out. Secondarily, the other thing I really love about the episode is I love how Ryu and Bell are really getting closer. Like, you know, they're definitely in a really dire situation, and Bell has a ton of, you know, he has a plethora of options, you know, for if he ever wants to go down the romance path, right? He has a ton of different options, including his own god, right, which they've toyed around with, including 𝐒𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥, you know, or Ice, you know, down there, you know, in a different party, right? He has a ton of different options to go down these paths with. But right now, because he's spending this like, life and death time with Ryu, he's getting closer to her. And this is, you know, affirmed even closer when Ryu boils down a slime, disgusting, and she makes him drink it, which he does, as he complains to Ryu. But then he was like, oh, you know, I'm so sorry about putting my lips on the canister or whatever. And Ryu, immediately, the whole indirect kiss thing comes in, and she's, like, so flustered that she couldn't even drink after him. She was about to drink it, no problem. You know, maybe she's just gonna, like, you know, hover it. Maybe she's gonna take a sip out of it, regardless. But, you know, she was no longer able to complete the task because she was thinking about indirect kiss, and she got flustered. It was like, that's super cute. Last couple of things that I'll sum up here, and this will actually be a pretty quick one. Last couple of things is I love how the Zenos actually came in and saved Aisha and the party. I was waiting for the Zenos to make an appearance. They finally did. The only thing that always worries me about the Zenos is once other adventurers are in the midst, what are they going to think about this situation? But regardless, I'm glad the Zenos were here to save them. You know, they owe Bell a lot. They owe Bell's party a lot. So they definitely came in to save the day. So I was like, yes, I'm glad that they're here, because Welf was reaching his limits. Speaking about Welf, his freaking sword, what a gangster, what a PIMP Welf is. The only thing is his mana, you know, levels are only so high, so depletion is probably around the corner. His sword was going to outlast his mana, definitely there, but I was definitely, you know, really cool to see it. Love the moments that they shared between Ryu and Bell with the potion and drinking the moldy potion. It gave my boy the bubble guts. I thought that was hella funny. And the very last thing that I will talk about is I like how the mermaid, she's not a Zenos directly, but I like how the mermaid was trying to warn Aisha to not go a specific way. So I wonder if that'll come back into fruition as far as like her guiding them to Bell, and I wonder if the mermaid is actually tracking Bell. But overall, really, really good episode. Really, really enjoyed it. I thought this episode was fire. A lot of information, and the things that it gave me, I was like, yes, this is really what I wanted from it. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. I will see you guys next week for DanMachi episode 7. All right, my friends. Peace.